Hi, everybody. This is Tony Giorgio with my wonderful wife, Laureen. Reason that we're here today is to tell you about the book signing of Laureen's first book on Amazon and Kindle and the place that it's going to be held. Okay. And I am going to just try to help Laureen along with everything because she's usually behind the scenes and not in front. So, Lori, tell everybody what it's about or how it came about.
The book.
The book.
The
The
book.
book. Good.
This is
The
the
book.
book. It is called Climbing Out of Your Despair with God's Promises. And it was written for the purpose of giving hope and encouragement because of so many people feeling like hope has been lost, that there is no hope. And so that is why I wrote the book, to let everyone know that hope is alive and well.
Yes. And this coming Thursday, right? Because today is Sunday.
Yes.
Thursday at 10 a.m. at the Organic Beans Coffee Company in Maggie Valley. Laureen will be there to sign her books. Many have been given out throughout the weeks, probably at least 100 books. Our purpose was to have a tool from the podcasting we were doing and are still doing to have a handout for people to really learn about what God can really do based on what we've been through for the last 54 years, right?
Yes, definitely.
And it's something brand new to both of us. So we beg your indulgence here. This is the first time we've been on film together. And God bless her, she's never been, except for one time in Orlando, the studio down there. Okay, and so give them a little insight in the book.
The book, as I say, was written to give hope and encouragement. It is based on God's truths. We don't have much truth in this world today, and we have to know where the real truth comes from. And it is intermingled with our lives together, 54 years, and
yes.
all of the things that have come, that we've been, I guess you'd say, privileged to partake
right,
in. But
and survive between breast cancers and all kinds of debacles with illnesses and financial woes and bankruptcies and all kinds of. We've been there, done that. Believe me, we are experts in the field. 54 years worth. Right?
We know what it is like to feel like you're in an abyss and you can't look up to see the light. But the light is shining, and hope is not gone because God is still on his throne.
Exactly.
And we're just wanting people to be able to find him through the book that way, because I personally believe that if you really read this book and take in those scriptures and just keep reading the scriptures until you really get it inside of you, it's going to change your life.
Now I know, you know, tell them how this booklet came about. Even though the longevity of the prompting of 10 years, we won't mention. Oh, I guess not. But how did it actually come about?
Well, actually, I never really expected to write a book. In the back of my mind, you know how things are, that in the back of your mind, someday I just might do that.
Yes,
Maybe
someday.
paint a beautiful picture, or in my case, it was to put out what was so deeply rooted in me, and because of the peace that I have, and seeing so many people who don't have peace, I wanted to share it.
Yes, yes,
So,
and it was actually the podcast that you did. You did those podcasts by
yes,
yourself, 10 minutes each, and she put them together from the scripts into a book.
Actually, those podcasts were done because Tony was in the hospital twice with sepsis,
Yeah,
a blood disease.
yeah,
So, sometimes you have to go through a dark time to bring out something good. And
right.
I did those 10 episodes, and God kept saying, put them together, and people were coming up to me and say, you should write a book. And finally, I got the hints when I heard God say, do it now, get it done.
Yeah,
So I asked my nephew to put the manuscripts together, the little episodes together,
yeah.
and he edited them
Well,
and
wonderful editor,
and
by the
did
way.
a
Just to give
great
the kid a
job,
plug, I tell
really
you
a
what.
great job. So that's how the book came about.
Yeah. And then we thought we'd give it away, as a freebie, as a track of that. And well, we wanted to put it on Amazon to do that, but they said, well, no, there's cost between printing and all of that, so they wouldn't let us do that. So we did give away about 100 books as we go along. And what we wanted to do is, if you buy the book, whether at the book signing or on Amazon or Kindle, and you finish reading it, you want to pass it on, do so. Give it to somebody who you know may be hurting, and see what good it'll do for them. I'm sure it will, because that was our intention.
Well, we want people to know that there is hope. Hope is not dead, and to go to the right place for that hope. And not to give up, because a lot of people just feel such despair that they commit suicide. And that is not what God is wanting them
Right.
to do. That's why He gave these promises. And His promises can be taken, you could stand on them firmly and not feel that they're going to give way. They are true, they will not move.
And again, just so you remember, it's coming up on Thursday, and it'll be at the Organic Beans Coffee Company here in Maggie Valley at it is 3680 Sokol Road in Maggie Valley in the what is it?
Uh,
Okay,
what are you trying to
in
say?
in the
Which shopping center?
yeah, I can't
I
remember the
don't
name
know
of the
the
shop.
name of the shopping
That
center,
that
but it's next to the Subway.
Oh,
Right there.
yes,
It's
right,
next
right
to
there.
Subway.
Yes, right. And
Right.
up right up the road from Joey's Pancake House. Just
Exactly.
but it'll be this Thursday morning at 10 a.m. and probably and around 2. If you have your book, you come and Lauren will be happy to sign it and greet you. And that's all. They have some great coffee while you're there, and just mingle. And what else can we say about this now?
Well, I could say that this book has been inside of me, I think, all of my life and waiting to come out. And I think God just waited for the perfect time for it to come out, because my grandmother, whom I've never met, she started our church in South Ozone Park, New York, and that's where I grew up, and but how I was taught. And she was martyred for her faith. That's why I never got to meet her. But she left me a legacy of Jesus that is so precious to me and has been so precious to me all my life that I wanted to share it in this book.
And one thing I want to say, as we've always done with the organization Living with Victory Ministries, all the proceeds from the book will go to the ministry. Laureen's not taking any part of the residuals or anything like that. We've never done things like that in the 36 years that we've been doing this. But I want to thank Don and Christine Chamberlain also, who are at the coffee shop, for giving us this time on Thursday for sure. And the thing I want to impress upon you real quick, and then we'll end it for you, is that if you get the book and you've read it and you read it, please take some time to go on Amazon and write an unbiased review of the book, whether you like it, you don't like, whatever, because that's going to be critical for us to be able to have people purchasing the book and passing it on. Our whole ministry is to pass on his word, and that's what this book is really all about. It's not because Laureen's going to be an author, right? I mean,
No, not really. That wasn't my ambition. My ambition is to let everybody not be so under pressure and get rid
exactly.
of the words fear, stress, and anxiety and replace it with hope, peace, and joy and victory in Jesus.
Right. Amen. And remember, it's all about climbing out of your despair. And that's what it's all about, with God's promises, not by yourself, not by a Ouija board, not by maybe, but for sure. We've done it. We know where it's at. And remember, it's Thursday, 10 a.m. at the Organic Bean Coffee Shop in Maggie Valley. And also, remember the reviews. They're very important, okay? And for now, we think we've said it all, unless you could think of something else, Laurie.
Not that I could think of right now.
We love you all. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Did you mention Teagues?
Did I mention Teagues? God bless you. Derek, we have our sponsor for the podcast for many, many years. Derek up there and his wife Leah, sweet, hardworking people at the Shell station in Maggie Valley and it's called Teagues Grocery and Cafe. Okay, and if you want, you stop in there, fill up with a tank of gas, and come on down and get to the book signing, and we'll sign the books. You'll have a great cup of coffee and some goodies over there. Okay, and for now, I think we've done it all. But we love you. We're doing this for his sake, not our sake. We've been there, done that. We've had enough of more exposure than you can shake a stick at. Okay, so it's not our purpose. We love you all, and we know that you can do something really good in this trying time if you just lean on him.
That's right. And we look forward to seeing you Thursday. We hope you can make it.
And very important, Jesus is your umbrella in the storm. Love you. God bless you. And just pass it on. And share this if you want. It'll be on Facebook. And we appreciate that too. See ya.